Hi everyone, this is Shravani. Welcome to my channel NCERT Made Easy. In the previous videos, we discussed till lesson 17, and in this video, we will cover the remaining lessons. Question number 1. How can we make children understand better the structure of different types of houses in different places? A. By showing pictures of houses. B. By making them aware of the climatic conditions in which the houses are built. C. By making them to memorize. D. By making them to draw the houses. How can we make children understand better the how can we make children understand better the structure of the different types of houses in different places? A. By showing pictures of houses. By showing the pictures of the houses, they may not understand better the structure of the houses. B. By making them aware of the climatic conditions in which the houses are built. Yes, we have to make them understand the climatic conditions in which the people are living and the structure of the different types of houses in different places. So, the climatic conditions thing you have to explain to the children. Option B is the right answer. By asking them to memorize and by asking them to draw, we can't teach them better the structure of the different types of the houses in different places. We have to show children the houses in the different areas and you have to explain the climatic conditions there. For example, it is in Rajasthan, it is very hot and the houses are made of mud in Rajasthan because the mud helps to keep the house cool. In the same way, we have to show the house in Manali. It is a snowy as well as a rainy place. That's why the houses are made of stone and wood. Question number 2. Name of the sweet made in Srinagar. A. Halwa, B. Sahajan, C. Kachnar and D. Kahwa. The sweet made in Srinagar. It is Kahwa. Option D. Question number 3. Which of the following statements are false about the houses of Assam? A. Houses are made of mud and walls are decorated with mud and cow dung. B. Houses are made almost 10 to 12 feet, that is 3 to 3.5 meter above the ground. C. Instead of the house is made of wood. D. It rains heavily so the roofs are sloped to flow water downwards. So which of the following statements are false? So the following statements are false regarding the houses of the Assam. A. Houses are made of mud and walls are decorated with mud and cow dung. C. It is a rainy place and we can't construct the house with mud. So this statement is wrong. B. Houses are made almost 10 to 12 feet, that is 3 to 3.5 meter above the ground. In Assam, it is a rainy place, so the house is constructed 3 to 3.5 meter above the ground. C. Instead of the houses made of wood, as it is a rainy place, the house should be made of wood because it is of the less cost. T. It rains heavily so the roofs are sloped to flow water down, and the roofs will be slopy in the Assam places because it is a rainy place so that the water will flow from that slopy area. So option A is the false statement. Question number 4. Manali is a dash area. A. Mountain. B. Hilly. C. Desert. And D. Snowy. It is a snowy area as well as a hilly area. Okay. Manali is a hilly place. This is the house in Manali. Question number 5. In dash place it rains and snows heavily. A. Manali. B. Assam. C. Rajasthan. D. Assam and Manali. It rains and snows heavily in which place? It is in Manali. In Assam, it rains heavily but it does not snow. Rajasthan is a hot area. In Assam and Manali, it rains heavily but in Assam, it does not snow. So, option A is the right option. Question number 6. People in dash houses use ladder to enter house. A. Manali. B. Assam. C. Rajasthan. D. Tamil Nadu. People in dash houses uses ladder to enter the house. In the previous point, we discussed that in Assam, the houses are constructed 10 to 12 feet above the ground. So they use ladder to enter the house. People in Assam use ladder to enter the house. Option B is the right answer. So you can see that this is the house of Assam and they use ladder to enter the house. Next, question number 7. In Manali, houses are made of A. Mud, B. Bamboo, C. Wood and stone, D. Ice. In Manali, already we discussed that Manali is a snowy area and it also rains in that place. So the houses are made of wood and stone. Question number 8. In Rajasthan, roofs of the houses are made of A. Mud, B. Bamboo, C. Wood or stone, D. Thorns. The roofs of the houses in Rajasthan are made of D. Thorns. It is not made of mud. The house is made of mud and the roof is made of thorns, because this is made of mud, and these thorns are very lightweight, so they are covered with the thorns. Wood or the stone houses are from Manali, and it is not bamboo or the mud. Option D is the right answer. You can show the picture like this, that the roof of the house is covered with the thorns and the house is made of mud in Rajasthan. Question number 9. Which of the statement is false regarding Manali? A. The roofs of the houses are made of thorny bushes. B. Houses are made of wood and stone. C. Manali is a hilly area. D. Roofs of houses are slopy as it rains heavily and snows as well. Which of the following statement is false? It is false regarding the Manali. The roofs of the houses are made of thorny bushes is wrong, because it is in Rajasthan, it is covered with the thorns. Option B, it is the houses in the Manali are made of wood and stone, and Manali is a hilly area, and the roofs of the houses are slopy as it rains and snows heavily. In Manali, it both rains and snows, so the roofs are slopy. Option A is the wrong statement regarding the Manali. Like this, you have to show the pictures and make them clear by explaining the climatic conditions. The children will better understand the different types of houses. Question number 10. Shikara is the name of A. Mountain, B. Houseboat, C. Sheep, D. Yak. Shikara is the name of the houseboat. It is in Srinagar. This is the Shikara boat. It is in Srinagar. This is the boat, houseboat. It is in Srinagar. Next. 11. Kahwa is a sweet made in Srinagar. It is made of A. Almonds and cardamom, B. Cashews and almonds, C. Cashew and cardamom, D. Milk and cardamom. Kahwa is a sweet made in Srinagar, and it is made of almonds and cardamom. Not cashew and almonds, cashew and cardamom and milk and cardamom. It is option A. Question number 12. Which of the following statements are wrong about the houses in Assam? A. Houses are made of wood and stone. B. People in these houses uses ladder to enter the house. C. At night, ladder is removed to avoid harmful animals entering the house. D. Walls of the houses are very thick. We have to find the statement which is wrong about the houses in Assam. We know that Assam is a place, it rains heavily. In Assam, it rains heavily. So, houses are made of wood and stone. These houses are made of wood and stone in Manali, not in the Assam. In Assam, the houses are made of wood and they are constructed above the ground because it is a rainy place. So, this option is Manali house. Manali houses. Manali houses are made of wood and stone. Option B, people in these houses uses ladder to enter the houses. Just now I have told you that the houses are constructed 10 to 12 feet above the ground. So, they uses ladder to enter the house. So, option B is the right thing. And at night, ladder is removed to avoid harmful animals entering the house. The ladder is removed because the harmful animals should not enter the houses. This is also right. D. Walls of the houses are thick. The walls of the houses are thick for Rajasthan, not for the Assam. So, A and D are the wrong options, and they asked the wrong options about the houses in the Assam. So, A and D, that is option 1, is the right answer. It is Assam house and it is constructed 10 to 12 feet above the ground because it is a rainy area. So the water should not spoil the house or enter the house. So because of that reason, the houses are constructed 10 to 12 feet above the ground. And you also have to remember 10 to 12 feet and 3 to 3.5 meter. So in options both will be given. You have to remember the word feet and the meter, and don't get confused in the exam. 13. Char Sinari is in A. Srinagar, B. Assam, C. Rajasthan, D. Manali. Char Sinari is in Srinagar. 14th one. Char Sinari is surrounded by A. Green mountains, B. Snow, C. Blue mountains. D. Hills. Char Sinare is surrounded by blue mountains. Option C is the right one. You can see this. Here this is Char Sinare and it is surrounded by the blue color mountains. 15th one. In the beginning of the lesson, teacher asked students to tell about their families. Why did she do so? A. So that children understand the diversity in the families. B. Children will engage in the class. C. Children will maintain discipline. D. It helps teacher to plan for the next class. So in the beginning, while we are teaching about the lesson families, first we will be asking children, or teacher will be asking the students to tell about their families. Why did she do so? So that children understand the diversity in families. When teacher asks this type of questions, each and every student will answer differently, that they live in a joint family, they're in a nuclear family, like that. So children will be able to understand the diversity in the children will be understanding the diversity in the families. So option A is the right thing. To make them understand the diversity in the families, the teacher will be asking the different types of families in the houses. Their houses. B. Children will engage. To make them engage or to maintain discipline or to plan for the next class, we are not going to ask any questions or give the activity. We have to search for the statement which better suits the question. Question number 16. Teacher asked children to weave paper and print on cloth. It helps children to A. To relate about traditional arts. B. Show their creativity. C. Both A and B. D. None. Teacher asked children to weave paper and print on cloth. It helps children to weave paper. Like this, the teacher will be asking children to weave the paper. And she will be asking to print on the cloth with the different types of vegetables or different things. So in what way this activity help the children? To relate about the traditional arts, to show their creativity. When the teacher does this by giving them by asking them to weave the paper and print on the cloth, they will be understanding it that okay, the clothes are weaved in this way and they are printed in this way. So to make them to relate about the traditional arts and to show their creativity. Yes, so when we are giving this activity, automatically they will use the creativity to weave the paper and to print the cloth with the different types of designs. So both A and B is the right thing. Question number 17. Dal Lake is in dash. Dal Lake is in A. Srinagar, B. Manali, C. Rajasthan, D. Kerala. Dal Lake is in Srinagar. Question number 19. Children share problems related to drug addiction of their family members. Some children may fall victim to such habits or practices that action teacher can take to prevent it. A. Teacher should ignore it. B. Teacher should discuss the harmful effects of drugs on narcotic production in the class. C. Teacher should explain children to prepare the charts and posters on this theme. D. Both B and C. So if children are discussing anything about the drug addiction in their family members, or if some of the children fall victim to that such type of practices, what teacher should do to prevent it? Teacher should ignore it. See, whatever children are sharing, we should never ignore it. We have to we have to give some suggestion or some advice to the children to go through it. B. Teachers should discuss the harmful effect. They should tell that how harmful those are by showing the videos or by showing the paper clips, or we have to explain the children the harmful effects of the drugs on the narcotic productions in the class. We have to explain the how the health is being affected and how the future of the children are going to be spoiled. And C, teacher should ask the children to prepare the charts and posters on this theme. It is theme, not team. So if the teacher is asking children to prepare the charts and posters, then the children will be looking at it and understand the harmful effects of the drugs over their health. So both option B and C are the right thing. It is D. What is the meaning of bird bath? A. Arranging water for birds. B. Feeding birds. C. Organizing bathtub for birds. D, A and B. Bath, bird bath means nothing but bird bath means it is the arranging water for the birds and feeding the birds. See, we can see here it is both A and B is the right answer. This is bird bath. Bird bath means not for bathing. It is, we have to arrange a thing outside the tree. You have to hang it and you have to put seeds and water in that, so that the birds will come and eat and drink the water and the seeds in that tub. So this is called as bathtub. Question number 21. Teacher gave pictures to students and asked them to join all the things with other things related to them. Finally, children will draw a web. In what does this activity helps the children? A. It helps children to improve concentration. B. It develops creativity. C. It helps children to understand about the different things in environment. D. It helps children to appreciate the interdependence of things in the environment. So teacher gave some pictures like this, and teacher asked students to join the things with other related to them. Okay, they have to join the things related to them. For example, cow eats grass. Okay, and the bird lives on the tree, and the snake will make a holes in the soil and live in it, and this grass will grow in the soil. Okay, and grass needs water to grow. Like this, the children will be drawing the different uh, relations they will be forming, and finally they will draw the, finally they will draw the web. So how does this activity help the children? Means it helps the children to appreciate the interdependence of the things in the environment. See, automatically the concentration, the creativity will be improved. If the option is A, B and D, means we can tick it, but you have to select the statement which suits this statement question. So option D is the right thing and remaining all are wrong. The children will be able to appreciate the interdependence of the things in the environment. So by this we will be able to explain the children that all the things are necessary in the environment. I hope you enjoyed the session. If you like the session, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe my channel, and thanks for watching.